At an industrial loading area in southern India, a forklift driver had just finished offloading a product onto the back of a truck during a routine operation. With the delivery completed, he began reversing the forklift back toward the factory while nearby workers continued their tasks around the loading zone. But as the forklift moved backward, the machine suddenly became unstable and tipped over. In a terrifying moment, the heavy equipment rolled and crashed down onto the operator, sending nearby workers rushing toward the scene in shock. At a construction site near a river, a crane operator was seated inside the machine during work hours, but in a dangerous moment, the operator reportedly fell asleep inside the crane cab and accidentally pressed the controls. The massive machine suddenly lurched forward uncontrollably, crashing into several parked cars and pushing them toward the edge of the riverbank. Within seconds, multiple vehicles were knocked into the water as nearby workers scrambled to get clear of the moving crane. Emergency crews were called to the scene while operations were immediately shut down. At a construction material site, a truck was carefully backing into position to be loaded with molded bricks stacked nearby as workers guided the vehicle into place. As the driver continued reversing, the truck moved farther back than intended and struck one of the tall stacks of bricks. The impact destabilized the pile, and within seconds the stacked bricks came crashing down toward a worker standing behind the loading area. Co-workers immediately rushed to help as operations were stopped and the area was secured. The serious incident highlighted the dangers of heavy vehicles. Inside a mining facility in northern Japan, 3 workers wanted to use an industrial elevator used to move personnel and equipment between levels of the site. They waited patiently. The lift began approaching normally through the shaft as operations continued around the facility, but without warning, the elevator suddenly malfunctioned during descent. The system failed and got stuck. Then suddenly, the lift dropped rapidly down the shaft, sending the workers with it into a terrifying free fall as alarms echoed throughout the mining site.